Have you ever tried to make a decision and you just don't know which direction to go in? Today, I'm going to talk to you about the pros and cons of a pros and cons list. So stay tuned. Today on Open the Lid, I'm talking about the pros and cons of a pros and cons list. A little bit confusing, but stick with me and we'll figure it out. The idea of a pros and cons list is that it gives you an opportunity to dump your brain onto paper and to categorize it into two columns: pros, or the benefits of a given situation, and cons, the downers, the reasons why you don't want to go in a certain direction. So take, for example, the idea that you want to start a new class. You want to learn how to knit, okay? So you'd come up with a pros and cons list. And on the pros, you might write something like, I get to hold something really soft. I get to learn a new skill. It's something I can do while I'm watching TV or listening to a podcast or music. It's a portable activity I can take with me places. And the cons might be, the class is expensive. I will have to buy yarn. The yarn could get hot in the summer when it's on my lap. I might not pick it up right away. I might not like the teacher. Okay, so you have a list of pros and you have a list of cons. And sometimes people would say, oh, just count up. If you have more pros, then go with pros. Or, oh, if you have more cons, then go with cons. But I caution you, because sometimes it's not about how many ideas we can come up with on either side. It's really about the quality of the ideas. So the cons of a pros and cons list is that you could be misguided if you're just looking at the number of pros versus the number of cons. This is what you can do about it. After you've written out as many ideas from your brain for each part of the list, go ahead and star the things that are actually really, really important. Does it matter that it's expensive if you've been saving up? Does it really matter that you can do this while you're watching TV if you don't really like TV? Only star the things that really, really matter to you. And if it's something you're super passionate about, like I really love the way that knitted hats look and I would love to create them for myself and for other people, then you might give it a couple of stars, saying like, hey, this really is going to give me a lot of joy. This seems like it's amazing. And then it might balance out, some of the cons. If it might take a while for you to learn it, or it might cost a lot of money. You might say, but hey, it's worth it because this one thing that's giving me joy and giving me the opportunity to create people things that they love, that's worth all of it, okay? So remember, when you're making a pros and cons list, the pro is that you get to dump your whole brain onto paper, see it in action so you don't have to hold it in your head. And it gives you the opportunity to really analyze each part. The con is that you can kind of get distracted if you're just counting out pros versus cons. And the solution is that you star each piece that's really, really important to you. And then you compare those starred pieces to come up with a solution that sits right with you. Do you have any questions? Comment below. Let me know what you think. Give it a like, subscribe to my channel. And remember, when you dare to open the lid of the box you're stuck in, you let the light of life shine in on you, and you are able to expand out into the most authentic, truest version of yourself. This is a gift for yourself and for the whole world. So do it today. Take the next step toward your more meaningful life. And if you need help, I'm just an email away. You can contact me at lydia@openlid.com anytime, and I would love to connect. So be well, and I hope to talk to you really soon. You can also find me on Instagram and Facebook at Open the Lid Community and my website at openthelid.com. Are you ready to take you and your family from surviving to thriving on a whole new level? Sign up for my free webinar or book a consult with me by clicking the link in the description.